Welcome to the Vibe Parlour, episode 11. Here we are. It's been kind of been off it for like 2 weeks. I've no recorded in a while, so I'm getting back into it now. Been busy doing shit, doing all sorts of stuff. I was away in the Isle of Man and all that kind of stuff, and yeah. I was editing that last one for like fucking a week. It was meant to be like 4.5 hours long, but I ran out of storage. But I've since figured out like a better way to do it on like the cloud, so it's fine. But the last episode, the Coutons, Buds and Munchies one, was a lot of fun. I'll probably try and do that again at some point with the boys. A couple things I would change probably. I fucked the audio on that again just because it was 4 folk like all talking and that. It's probably better to have us all like mic'd up, headphones on and shit, so that we don't like talk over each other and like overwhelm the mics and push. I got this new shit. Suspends the mic with elastic bands and shit, so that all the fucking hitting of the table and all the vibrations and shit doesn't fuck it. So that's one thing. Makes it a wee bit better. It's a gradual process, we'll get better. I've been speaking to like a few folk out and about, and they've been like, yeah, like the audio on the first like 3 or 4, like I couldn't really hear what you were saying, but that's okay, because look at us now. This is probably going to be the best audio that you're going to get since I started it, I would imagine. But we're rolling, and I'll probably get it better at some point. I'll maybe buy a completely new mic at some point, because there's only so far this can take me, I think. And there's other shit that I want to do that obviously all these wires and shit probably can't do. Like I want to be able to take it out and go portable with it and shit, interviewing people, but that's a story for another day, I suppose. Anything else from the last episode? It was funny, man. Putting like a coupon on and shit it was good, but like I had an idea of doing that, like, but doing it live, like, so it's like a watch along type thing, which probably I'm not there yet. Probably have nobody watching it live, because I don't know. It's just not a big enough podcast yet, I suppose. But definitely there is room for growing it, room for improving it, I suppose. So I'll probably look into doing that. Anyway, on to this week's episode. There's been quite a few fucking mental things that I've seen on Twitter and all that pish, and I want to have a look at them. Fuck, it's been like 2 weeks of build up, man. So there's a good few, man. Probably won't be that long an episode, because it is just me sitting here talking. I don't want to just drone on and pish, but the first one I wanted to bring everyone's attention to is that video of the guy blowing up his grass trying to kill ants, or like an anthill or something. And some people will have seen it, fair enough, but some people might not have. And I'm going to play it right now. Oh, there's no sound on it. Excellent. So there we go, chucking the match in. Doesn't work first time. Note the dogs lying on the grass as well. It's very irresponsible. Should have probably got them in the house if you're going to be doing shit like this. But okay, that's another match in. Oh, boom. Fucking just blows up his fucking garden, man. Table flying everywhere. Doug's all like, what the fuck? But that was pretty cool to see. A good example of what not to do when you're getting rid of an anthill. So yeah, don't do that. I think he like poured petrol in it or something and tried to get rid of it that way, and then set it on fire. He must have just poured too much petrol in. So maybe try not do it yourself. Maybe get someone else to do it. I don't know. And definitely get your dogs out of the way. Mike Tyson was in the news this week for fucking a guy up on a plane, and it came out that the guy was fucking annoying him. So fair enough. What do you expect? The guy's a bit of an unhinged lunatic. He's like one of the best fighters in the world that's ever existed for a reason. But there's all these videos of the guy behind him in the seat pure fucking annoying him and shit, like leaning over the seat and fucking goading him into something. So eventually the guy just gets up and fucking turns around and starts punching fuck at him. So fair enough. You kind of get what you deserve there if you're trying to get some sort of reaction out of him, then you get it. And then the guy's face, in fact I'll put the video up, it'll play while I'm talking about this, but the guy's face after it, he just looks completely fucking like shocked. But you would be if you got punched right in the face by that cunt, man. So fair fucks to him. Just on the just on the Mike Tyson video though, fucking, and people getting punched. I get fucking punched on Saturday night, right, in the side of the fucking head, and like wasn't even getting wide with anyone, I don't think. And I definitely wasn't. I was splitting up a fight, and the guy, who I know by the way, just fucking decided, nah, fuck it. If I can't punch him, I'll punch you, probably. So, so I split up this fight. I get this guy away over, away from the guy that's trying to fight with him, who I also know, right? It's a small town. I know a lot of folk there. And I get him away, right? And then I turn round and I look to see how far away everyone else is, to see how kind of safe this situation is. And I turn round and I'm like, right, okay, calm down. And then the guy makes this fucking grunt noise like a fucking, like a Wookiee, like Chewbacca or something, and goes, and then just fucking takes a swing at me and just smacks me right there on the fucking like ear. And then like this wee bone here, don't know what you call it. Is that a jawbone? Nah, I don't know. Whatever it is. And then he gets kicked out after it, and I'm kind of in shock after it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why have I just been punched? I've not fucking done anything other than try to stop you fighting, you fucking maniac. But I found that very fucking strange behaviour, man. Like, you can't just go about punching folk. That's how you end up in jail or fucking worse. So, on the off chance that he sees this, my advice to him would be fucking get a grip of yourself. Because he's one of these like gym freaks. Not a freak, because people are allowed to go to the fucking gym every day and look after their bodies and that. But if you're going to get that big, you can't be fucking aggressive with it. Be a nice fucking person. Don't just get big so that you can impose your fucking on every other person that you see on a fucking night out, just because you've got a bit of bevy in you and you want to fucking show everyone that you're strong as fuck. Like, no, get a grip. It's no like that. Everyone's out to enjoy their night and you're fucking running about like you own the place, barging into folk and that. Just, nah, mate. Stay in the house if you're going to do that. Munch fucking Jip Rocker or something. But just the minor discomfort of my fucking face the next day, like, for that, nah, mate, I'm not happy about it. So, yeah, fucking lunatic. Anyway, that's that on that, pretty much. That went on a bit longer than I thought it would. The next thing I want to talk about, right, is this guy in Wales, right? So it's not just specifically Scotland, there's cunts in Wales doing shit like this as well, I suppose, right? But this guy, I'll play the video, right?
Finally, here he is. 40.
Fuck. So he comes up to his mate in the car and he's got a big fucking like barbecue like utensil in his back, or a knife or something, and he doesn't even fucking realise it until he points at it, because he's just in shock probably. But fuck me. But he's like, can we go to the guy's pal's like, I think we should go to A&E.
You feel missed it?
Die. We gotta go to fucking A&E, mate.
Is it bleeding?
Yeah, well, it has been. It's all dry now.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Die, we gotta go to A&E, mate.
I'm not going to fucking A&E, Steve. I'm watching Tyson Fury fight, man. I'll be here fucking 8 hours.
And then the only thing he can think of is like, no, I've got the Fury fight to watch. Fucking nuts, man. Anyway. But Welsh people are like that too then, I suppose. But just found it kind of funny that the guy had been fucking stabbed and just didn't realise it. There's a fucking scene in, is it Superbad that he gets stabbed? Yeah, it's like the party, and there's a fight and he gets stabbed in the back with something, a knife I think, and then they pull it out and pour vodka on it or something.
I'm very sorry!
Oh, when did I get stabbed? That's awesome!
Good film actually, I might watch that again. Probably won't be as funny as when I first watched it because it was a wee guy, but talking of comedies actually, fucking the Nicolas Cage movie that came out, I watched that last night and pretty fucking funny. Him and Pedro Pascal, is that his name? Yeah, it's Pedro Pascal. Pretty fucking funny. They don't make comedies anymore that are actually kind of funny, but this one was a good few points where I was laughing. It's basically a movie that is about Nicolas Cage being like a washed up actor. Anyway, go and see it. I'm not going to ruin the fucking plot for you, but it's not as if there's much of a plot. But anyway, go see that if you want a few laughs anyway. Pedro Pascal's the guy that plays Mandalorian in it, and he's also, is it Narcos he's in? Yeah, isn't it? I know fucking everything. Let's find out what else he's in. Oh, Game of Thrones. He's not in, is he in Narcos? I think I might have fucked that up. Yeah, he is in Narcos, I was right. It's just that long ago since I watched it. Another good TV show. Yeah, pretty good. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing's been kind of rolling out the past couple of weeks. It's always very strange when you see like a televised or whatever it is, it's like Facebook Live or something in it, a court case that's just getting fucking broadcasted and everyone's watching it. I would fucking hate that shit. But Amber Heard seems like a bit of a fucking lunatic by all accounts, and her lawyer seems pretty stupid. So I fancy Johnny Depp's chances of coming out on top on that one. That story about Amber Heard shitting the bed to annoy him and shit, just the mind boggles, mate. Obviously, I don't know, you don't see behind closed doors and that, so you can't just assume that Amber Heard's the evil one and Johnny Depp's this fucking knight in shining armour or whatever, and this mad angel, but it's not looking good for her. Very silly stuff, but fuck it, we'll see what happens. What comes out? Elon Musk is buying Twitter, or something like that. He's had his bid accepted by some Twitter people, which is probably going to be a better thing than what it was, I would imagine. I can't see it being terrible. I think he's got some ideas. People fucking hate him, and they've got reasons for that are pretty merited. But he's the big free speech guy, so for what Twitter is, I think it's probably a good thing. The guy is a bit of a fucking man-child though, bit of a space cadet. So I don't know. It could work out for the better, but who gives a fuck? It's Twitter. You can always delete it if it doesn't work out great and do something else, or just go outside or something. That could work also. In fact, part of me wants him to ruin Twitter so I don't go on it as much. That would probably be better for most people, because I think it makes a lot of people's mental health a lot worse. Just going on and reading about like constant shite, and it's like more and more as the years go on, it's like shit's getting suggested to you that you don't even really want to see. It's not from people you follow, it's like suggested posts and all that pish. And it's like the posts that are getting suggested, it's shit that's going to annoy you and that, like on topics that, if you click on that tweet or something, you're going to see some replies and you're going, fuck, you know what I mean? So fuck that, fuck Twitter. I'd like to not go on that as much, but it does provide some good content, like all the fucking videos I've seen the past couple of weeks. I fucking nearly forgot actually. The other night I seen this video that I'm gonna put on the screen. Policeman on a fucking rollerblades, mate. You have to wonder. But this car's just like following it around, like, yeah, man, let's find out. Let's fuck around and find out what happens when he's chasing this guy. Part of me thinks it's staged, because no way are you just seeing this shit. But it's good. I'm not going to spoil the ending. I want you to go on this journey with me. It's fucking mental though. Like a grown ass man on roll. Oh, there we go. Decked it. Which, are you surprised? I don't think the rollerblade was initially invented for police chasing. I think they were invented as a toy for children, or whatever the fuck, or as like a sport maybe, actually. I don't know. Because that is a thing in it. They do like roller derby and that, but that probably came after the invention of rollerblades. But like, it got me to thinking, like, what led to him being in the rollerblades? Did he have them in his squad car and was like, I think I can chase this guy better, more effectively if I put these rollerblades on? And then he's waiting for the guy to fucking come out so he can chase him and go, hey, stop. And then the guy takes off running and he's like, I'm going to get him this time. And he's got fucking rollerblades on, going down hills and shit. And see, if it was all downhill, he'd have fucking won it. But like, is that the situation? Or is it he's asked his boss, can I bring my rollerblades to work just in case I get into a situation that I feel they would work? And then he's done this? Or is it like a police issued thing? Is that what they're trialing now? Like, instead of, I don't know, like, what would even be a better fucking thing than that? I don't know. Because you can get in the wee nooks and crannies, I suppose. But it's like, just, a bike would be better, actually. Yeah. Well, no, because you'd need to jump on and off a bike. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a lot of thoughts went into it, though, whatever it is. It sucks to be that guy, though, because he's fucking face planted into a wall. And it's been shared all over Twitter, so he's got that to deal with. It's suppose you can't really see his face, so you can always hide that. But I think it would be a better thing for... I'm just watching this video on a loop. I think it would be a better thing for police, because I don't think people would feel as threatened by them if they were all just rolling about, like with lollipops and all that shit. So maybe have like a certain amount of them and rollerblades, and then the rest of them like solving crime and shit. Whereas these ones can just cut about saying hello to folk. Bit of like public engagement, you know. But it's a fucking mystery. I suppose we'll find out as the days go on, because this only came out like yesterday. I wonder what the guy stole. He's got a fucking briefcase of something. Maybe money. Hope it's money. And he got away. So good for him. Fucking strange behaviour. Anyway. Oh, right. I want to top off the show, right? I want to end this episode, this 11th episode, with all this great audio shit that's going on, right? I want to end it with this. I found out that there's a place called Patna in fucking Scotland, right? Never heard of the place in my fucking life. But I want to go now. This video, I can't even describe it in a way that makes it sound as good as what it actually is. But I'll try. So, because you don't really have the context unless you read all the comments and shit. So I've done all that before, so I'll give you the context. So this guy in this estate kind of thing. He's in the back door and he's arguing with some elderly neighbour about his washing pole. Now, the name for a washing pole in this mystical land, Patna, is a streecher. Not like a washing pole or a fucking whatever you want to call it. But they've got a name for it and it's a streecher, right? And he's arguing with this old guy saying he stole his streecher. And like, oh, you just need to listen to it, right? Fuck.
Alright. On there, you honey pal, don't give a shite.
I haven't been past the post out there.
What? Aye, cause you get that man to come down and do all your bastard soap and sandies to the side in that house.
Hey, don't come fucking rattling at my door.
How are you gonna do, old man?
What am I gonna do?
I've been here fucking longer than you, Clyde, to get in the house.
Eh?
Get in that house.
Oh, fuck you.
You old fucking...
Hey, we can get some real dope in you.
I am going for a joint now, that's what I'm going for, you.
Get your street,
You're right,
No needing your crap.
I'll be lying in my fucking battle, I'll fucking French connection, Kate.
Fuck off, you.
Yeah, I swear to God, see if you give me another word, I'll run up that fucking thing and kick you in the dial.
You'll play what?
You fucking beast.
Oh, you fucking...
Get in the house, you free fam tail the heel of Patna. That old man stole your street, yeah? That old man.
You stole your street, you daft bastard.
Can you have bastard, here you get your old prick.
I don't need a streetcher. I've got a dryer. Fucking idiot.
Fucking iconic. I forgot it was that long, to be honest. It goes on quite a while. A good video though. Fucking, I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, no way. They make people like that still, man. I've just not met somebody like that in so long that I forgot they existed. Fucking Patna though. I might go a wee drive through it at some point just to see what it's like. Meet some of the locals or whatever. Maybe try and meet that guy. See see if they resolved their issues. I liked the old guy though. The old guy was my favourite one in that because he was very reserved about it. That guy, the other guy, didn't really seem to have a handle on his emotions. Lost it quite easily. He threatened to kick an old man in the dial, which is never good. But right at the end, the guy goes, "I've got a fucking dryer," so he doesn't need the streecher, obviously. But even then, some people with dryers do like to hang their washing out, so point is kind of moot. But it made me think about, like, you know how, not that this is going to happen, but see if that guy that was doing all the shouting, swearing and all that shit, see if they made him into like a celebrity, like for a couple of weeks, like they did with that, you know how the woman that sang at the funeral, My Boy Lollipop, that song, photo, know how she was like a fucking superstar for like 3 weeks, and then and then like because she was doing like a appearance at some club or something, or some bar for someone's birthday party or whatever, she got picked up by the police for some crime or some shit that they were looking for her for. I don't know. And there's like a video of her, like her downfall, and she's just in the back of a fucking police motor. I wonder if that's going to happen to this guy, because this is only what, I suppose it's 5 days old. If it was going to happen, it would have happened by now. And it's not too big a video. It's only 700 retweets. But fuck me, man, that's iconic. That should be in like the Scottish Parlour archives in my book anyway. Like, I was smiling all the way through it. Just some good original Parlour. A streetcher. I don't actually know where Patna is. I think it might be Ayrshire. Sounds a wee bit like Ayrshire because it's not Highlandy, if you know what I mean. It's East Ayrshire. Nice. Population of about 2,000. Nice. Let's see if they've got any nice photos. Oh, it's also a place in India. I was getting photos of mad temples there, and I was like, oh wait, it's really nice. No. Patna, Scotland. Murdoch on it. It's named after the place in India. I'm now finding it. Okay, it seems like there's relatively fuck all going on there. Nice. One of the photos that comes up for the Google Images search for Patna, Scotland, is their cemetery, which is fucking bleak. So, oh, what the fuck? Oh Jesus, that was a clickbaity fucking. Oh Jesus, a clickbaity fucking headline there. It started off with Patna primary children shot by secondary pupils, and then I clicked into it, and it was with BB guns during lunch hour attack. I thought it was going to be like a fucking school shooting in Scotland, and I was like, how have you not heard of this place? But yeah, BB guns. So we're cool there. Still, I don't advise doing that. That's not nice. Shooting primary school lanes with BB guns. That's fucking awful. But no, nice. anything else I want to talk about? Any other business? Oh, I seen The Northman in the cinema last week. Maybe I should start doing film reviews. Nah, I don't care that much about cinema to do that. But I seen The Northman. That was pretty good, like Viking-y type shit. If you're into that. Who is it that made it again? Because he's got a lot of other shit. I should know this. Robert Eggers. That's the one. And he made The Lighthouse, which I haven't seen, but it's supposedly good. Anyway, The Northman was pretty good. I give it a fucking 9 out of 10. So it's been 2 good films I've watched, man. The Nicolas Cage one would probably give it an 8 out of 10. Try to think of a shite movie that I've seen, just so it doesn't look like I just enjoy every movie, you know what I mean? I could find this out if I had my phone, because I've got my Odeon fucking thing. Because there has been one recently where I've went and been like, oh, Morbius, that Marvel one, horrendous. I don't even want to talk about it. It was fucking that bad. It was painful. Jared Leto as a person, when he's acting, is just unlikable. I don't know what it is. I see him in pretty much everything, and just can he go home? Like in what you call it? Fucking American Psycho. He's the guy that gets fucking murdered, and you're almost kind of rooting for him to get murdered. It's no like a sad scene when he is it a sledgehammer he kills him with? No, an axe. How does Jared Leto die in? He dies in fucking everything. Oh my god. How does Jared Leto die in The Northman? Man, what? He's not in The Northman, is he? Fuck off. Nah, it's just because I was looking at The Northman. Is he? Nah, surely not. American Psycho. Paul Allen. Axe. It was an axe murder. I knew it. But yeah, not a Jared Leto fan. I don't know how he keeps getting these like superstar roles, man, because he's just not really that good an actor. In my book, anyway. Not to say I'm a better actor than him. I can hardly do a podcast every week, so. But that's my 2 cents on the issue. But I'm going to try and do this a wee bit more. I've got a few guests like kind of lined up. I just don't have a date for them yet, so I'm going to try and sort that right after this, I think, and get them in, get the ball rolling on that. I'm excited to see how this actually turns out, because I want the fucking audio to be fixed, because I've bought all this shit. Well, not all this shit. I've bought like a 20 quid piece of equipment, and it better I fixed it, otherwise I'll be really pissed off with it. And other than that, I think we're done here. So yeah, thanks for listening. You can like this and subscribe it if you want. Subscribe it. I sound like a fucking 70-year-old. Subscribe to the channel if you want. If you think it's any good. It'll get better as time progresses, I imagine. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next few episodes are like, because it'll be guests that aren't in my group of pals, I suppose, like a wee bit more outsidey. So that should be fun. A wee bit more of a challenge for me. Yeah. So that should be cool. I will see you. You know, I'm not seeing anyone. I'm seeing my phone. Fuck. Right, what was I saying? No. I'll leave it there probably. But stay safe, everyone. And like and subscribe if you want. The wee buttons should show up here. I don't know. Who knows at this juncture. But it should be there at some point. Okay. Thanks for listening. See you later.